This is part 6 of section 5. This part discusses different types of introductions and conclusions. It also gives you some final thoughts on this section. Since we have practiced writing formal introduction and conclusion paragraphs, I would like to discuss 3 of the more common types of introductions and conclusions. Though these 3 types can be mixed and matched, we will discuss them as they are usually paired. The first type of introduction prestates the conclusion. That is, it states what the author intends to prove or discuss in the body. The body comes next, and then comes the conclusion where the author essentially restates the introduction. If you took a rudimentary class on writing in junior high school or high school, it is likely that you have used this format. The second type of introduction is more detailed. It states the problem first. Then it provides background information to orient the reader. Finally, it introduces the approach taken by the author to solve the problem. Once the author is through presenting the case in the main body, he concludes by stating what was proved in, or what could be deduced from, the body of the argument. This is a common approach for papers presented at technical conferences or published in technical journals. The third type of introduction simply poses a problem without giving any background or solutions. The author then uses various proofs and assumptions to reason her way toward a conclusion. The conclusion is then either a summary of the proofs or a statement of the final solution. This is a common approach for mathematical proofs. No matter the type of introduction and conclusion used, the two together should focus on creating smooth transitions for the reader to enter and exit the author's main argument. The introduction should somehow transition the reader into the main body of reasoning, and the conclusion should give the reader closure. If the introduction and conclusion satisfy these criteria, then they have served their purpose no matter how the author pairs them. This is the end of this section. Let's summarize what you have learned. You have learned how to write a multi-paragraph essay. You have learned how to consider the logical flow on 3 different levels: between paragraphs, between sentences, and between last and first sentences of paragraphs. You have also learned how to scale your introductions and conclusions to fit single paragraphs and to fit the overall essay. All you need to do now to write larger compositions is to scale up what you have already learned. In section 6, we will be doing just that as we write essays with multiple paragraphs. From a problem-solving perspective, these multiple paragraphs will be stages in your overall solution.